channel. This is the Brown Barbie doll, and today I am telling you all a story. It has been a super long time since I told a story, but I think it's about that time. Today's going to be like a relationship type of story. We never actually fully got into a relationship, but I just wanted to share with you this story because like all my stories, I feel like there's just kind of something to take away from the story, and I'll give you what I think you should take away from it when I get done telling it. So first we are going to start with how this all began. So I met a guy on Tinder. I know Tinder, right? The hookup app. I don't know why people call Tinder a hookup app. It is a dating app. People have decided to make it into a hookup app. I use Tinder because I want to date people. I want to find people to hang out with and meet. And I don't go out that often to do so. So that's why I use Tinder. So I actually met a guy. So this was 2018. I met a guy on Tinder. He was really cute, like my type to a T. And my type to a T is you're tall, you have a beard, skin color doesn't matter, you're not too big, not too small. Yeah, I don't know, that's just my type. Like, he had a career, you know what I'm saying? He was 27 at the time, so I was just like, you know, definitely into him. But he didn't give me a very good first impression overall. We had been texting, and he had told me that he wanted to go out, like, you know, hang out, and he had suggested that we go out to this like Mexican restaurant. And I had looked up the restaurant, and it just really looked like a rinky-dink, like worn down type of restaurant. And I just personally feel like the first date should be effort. So that's kind of what I meant by like first impression. I was just kind of like, is he about to be one of those types of guys? You know what I'm saying? Is he about to be those guys that like want to half-ass the first meeting? And so yeah, so basically when I was cool with my roommate, which that'll probably be another story I'll tell. When I was cool with my roommate, she said that I should just suggest that we go to my favorite restaurant, which is Yard House. And so that's what we decided to do. We decided to go to Yard House, but it was Valentine's Day. So we decided to go on Valentine's Day. I automatically thought, because it was Valentine's Day, which I don't know if, you know, this was like a few years ago. I don't know if I'm like being extra by thinking he was gonna like at least bring some flowers or something. Made me feel kind of special on Valentine's Day. But I'm not sure if that crossed his mind. But later on, when I brought it up, he basically told me that the flowers got smashed in the car door. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But anyway, like, first meeting with him, I was just like, I don't know, like the restaurant suggestion that he threw out the first time, I was just already kind of like not sure about him, and going out on the date with him, always first dates are kind of awkward with me. So I actually still wasn't sure about him the first date. I wasn't sure if I was going to continue to entertain him or not, but I actually did decide to. We started talking, we started going, we went on two or three dates, something like that. Went to the movies at one point. We would always go over each other's houses, and just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it never became about sex. As much as I wanted to have sex, you know what I'm saying? He was the one that was kind of like, no, like, we can wait. And he said that he knows how he is when it comes to sex, and I just never really knew what that meant. And nor do I really know now, sort of. We'll get to that. But yeah, we never had sex during the time that we were actually really talking, which lasted almost, I think, 2 or 3 months. So yeah, I'm telling you all, FaceTimes, like I said, we would just go to sleep over each other's houses. And at this point, I felt like this dude was the total package. I felt like this was going to be someone that I ended up with. I had never had discussions about marriage and kids and all that stuff with somebody that I was talking to, and I think that just kind of really led me to believe that like this was really going to turn out to be something special. And I really liked him. I really liked him, and I just really wanted everything to work. There was one time I did like freak out, like that he wasn't responding to me because he read my message. I don't know what the message was about. I can't even remember. But he read my message and didn't respond to me. That is like my biggest pet peeve, guys. I do not like when people read my fucking messages and don't respond to me. So there was a slight freak out about that. But everything was cool. We worked it all out. I ended up cooking for him at one point, like made him lasagna, y'all. Lasagna, okay? Lasagna is not the cheapest meal to make someone. Made him lasagna. It was just some real cute shit. It's like when I think about it now, I'm just like, damn, I would love to have that type of like connection with somebody now. But yeah, so basically, this was, like I said, 2 or 3 months, and we were going real good. We were talking every day, like I said, going out on dates, seeing each other frequently and all that stuff. Also not having sex, and that's why I also feel like I had like a deeper connection with him, because I felt like we didn't have to connect on sexual, like being sexual. We could just really get to know each other and really get to know things about each other. Oh yeah, guys, and he cooked for me. You know what I'm saying? He cooked for me. He bought me a birthday gift. It was just going great. It was really going great. And like I said, I just really thought this was somebody that I was going to end up with. Anyway, one day, I was dealing with this whole somebody making a blog about me on Lipstick Alley and dealing with that and talking to him about that. He was saying how he like really hates that for me, that I have to deal with that type of stuff, and then just out of nowhere just stops responding to the message altogether. And I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, okay, this is weird. So I kind of gave it like a day, and he still hadn't responded, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? So I talked to my roommate about it, and she's like, well, you should just drive up there and go see what's going on. And I'm like, I'm not the type of girl. I'm not that type of girl. I don't know if I want to like drive over to his house, but that's what we did. So basically we drove to his house, guys. We drove to his house, and I'm still trying to get in contact with him before I go over there, just to let him know, like, hey, like, I'm gonna stop by and make sure you're okay. Or I just thought something happened to him. You know what I'm saying? I thought he went to jail. I thought I was just thinking the worst, because this is, like I said, somebody I was genuinely interested in, and we go from talking every day, going over each other's houses frequently, you know what I'm saying, and to just him falling off the face of the earth. And so when I get there, like I said, he's still not responding, picking up, or anything. And when I get there, we drive past his house. When we drive past his house, we notice that his car's in the driveway. And I'm like, fuck, he's not dead. Oh my God, he's fucking ignoring me. Like, what the fuck? So my feelings were already hurt at that point. But I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I should go in there. My roommate's like, go in. Like, knock on the door and go in and see, like, so let's see what's going on. And I'm like, I'm not even that type of girl. Like, I don't want to do this or whatever. So I decided that I was going to leave. But as I was leaving, I saw him. Okay, so not as I was leaving. So basically, this sounds crazy. So basically, we go and park across the street. The street is super dark, so he can't see us. We park across the street, and it's, like I said, it's dark. And then I am parked across the street because I'm trying to contemplate, am I going to go knock on the door or not? And I don't want to just park in front of his house. So as we're parked across the street, he starts coming out, and I'm like, fuck, busted. Like, we got busted. No, he doesn't even notice that we're right there, and he's on his phone. And I'm like, damn, he's really ignoring me. Like, I literally was texting him like, oh, like, I'm just trying to make sure you're okay and all that stuff. And he was like literally just ignoring me. So I drive to a McDonald's parking lot, and I just start crying, because I'm like, damn, like, how is he doing me like this? Like, I really thought like we were you know, we were gonna be something. But anyway, my friend was telling me to like go back and say something, and I didn't want to. I think we drove past here like one more time. We noticed a car that was parked in his driveway with that car, but we still don't know what that car was. But yeah, I just decided to go back home because, like I said, my feelings were hurt. But she convinced me to go back the next day, which I did. And this time I actually knocked on the door because he was actually home. And mind you guys, he still never like reached out to me or anything. So it was still like no idea what was going on. I knocked on his door, and of course he was like kind of shocked to see me at his door. But I had basically told him like, I really thought something like happened to you, and like you're clearly just ignoring me. So like, what's going on? And he basically said like something's going on with his dad. He said his dad is like having health issues again and all that, and like he's just emotionally unavailable right now. And I was like, I mean, well, damn, you know, that like really sucks, but like, why wouldn't you just like tell me that through text message? You know what I'm saying? Like, why like shut me out like that, you know? And he didn't really have too much of an explanation. So at that point, I was just kind of like done with it. I just went home, got my cry out, and then started trying to get over it. So a month or so goes by. I'm not sure who reached out to who. I'm not sure if he reached out to me or I reached out to him. I think it might have been my drunk ass reached out to him to see, oh yeah, so I have been checking on him because my mom told me to just see how he was doing, see how his dad was doing and all that stuff. And so I have been checking on him. And I think my drunk ass called him one day just to see what was happening. I think I said some shit like, I miss you and all that stuff. And he said like, I miss you too. And at that point I'm like, okay, so we might could do this again. And so I told him I had got him something for his birthday because he got me something for my birthday. So like I could bring it to him or send it or something. And he basically said that he would come by and get it. And I'm like, oh, you'll come by and get it. So we're going back to normal now. Okay, cool. And that was in my head. I'm like, okay, he said he missed me. He said he'll come by and get it and all that stuff. And again, it wasn't about sex because we hadn't had sex. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, yeah, like, so he ended up coming by to get it, and we ended up having a conversation. And I basically asked him like, oh, are you still like emotionally unavailable? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm finna fucking cry. I'm finna cry. Like, why the fuck did you come over here? Like, I could have very well left that shit at your damn doorstep if I would have known, or took that shit back. Like, if I would have known, like, okay, you didn't want anything. And so I texted my roommate. I was like, he gotta get the fuck out of here because I'm about to cry, and I don't like crying in front of people. So I excused myself to the bathroom, texted my roommate like, girl, I'm about to fucking cry. She was like, well, do you want me to like get him out? And I was like, no, like I can do it. So I basically told him like, yeah, you're gonna have to like get out. And he was like, why? Like, what's wrong? And I was like, please. Like me holding back the tears, like, please leave. And he's like, no, what's wrong? Like, I want to know what's wrong. And I was like, I just think you should go right now. Like, I'm not feeling it. And like, so he still kept asking. And then I ended up fucking crying. So embarrassing. Like, I really don't like crying in front of people, but it's like, damn, if you ask me so many times, like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, and that's how I was. So like, I was just so upset. And my roommate comes out, she hears me crying, and then basically gets him out. And apparently they had a conversation, and he said, you know, like, he doesn't want to hurt me and all that stuff, and like, he cares about me and all that. And she was basically saying like, well, stop saying that stuff to her. Like, stop saying you miss her and stuff if you like, you don't want anything to happen anymore. And yeah, so that was that for a few months. Then it became like an on and off thing of him kind of like reaching out or kind of sliding his way back in, and my dumb ass like welcoming him with open arms just for him to continuously keep doing the same thing. So it's like he would like talk to me and then fall off the face of the earth, and then talk to me, fall off the face of the earth, you know, match with me on Tinder, we text for like a day or two, falls off the face of the earth. And I kept telling him, like, stop fucking playing with me, because at this point it started to take a toll on my like emotions, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know why I even keep entertaining this person. But like I said, deep somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm like, this guy is just everything that I'm asking for. This guy is like everything that I want. So like, I just want to try to make it work. But if he can't put effort in, like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? I can't make him talk to me. I can't make him communicate with me. And I mean, that was that. Like, I couldn't make him, like, and it kept being a back and forth thing. And it was just like, I wish I could tell you all the times that he would constantly like reach out to me, or, you know, make it seem like, oh, he was interested. At one point I was even like, I want you, like, I'm gonna make that shit happen, like, I want you. But at the end of the day, I couldn't do shit if he like wouldn't communicate correctly. And like I said, this goes on for about, you know, some months. And on Valentine's Day, he texted me and was basically like, oh, well, we're both lonely, let's just be lonely together. And it's like, bitch, you ain't even said happy Valentine's Day to me. You ain't offered to take me out, even if you knew I was fucking lonely, but you want to come over and lay in my bed and all that stuff. Like, I don't know, I just felt like he became a whole different person. Like, the person that I really, really started to like, he just was not that person anymore. And I can't even fully say, like, he's that person now. So, basically, the conclusion to this story was basically, I don't remember how it came about, but I told him, like, if he really wanted to try to talk to me, he really wanted to do this shit, like, he needs to put the work in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be coming to my fucking door with some roses, you know what I'm saying? And, like, really put the effort in. And he did that. He came to my door with some fucking roses. Like, he came over with some roses. He came over with some fucking chicken wings. You know, I like chicken wings. And I was like, okay, this is the effort that I'm talking about. And, you know, we started talking about everything, but it's like he doesn't ever really want to hear, everything. And so after we start talking about everything, one thing leads to another, and we finally have sex. Guys, this is like a year later. We finally have sex, and it was nothing like I expected. Like, nothing. And I think that was because I felt like if we would have had sex when we were talking, it would have been so much more romantic. You know what I'm saying? It would have been like, really, I don't know, like when you really care about somebody and you do that with them, I feel like it just would have been so different. I just feel like it was so random. You know what I'm saying? We hadn't even been talking like that. It was so random, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, like, at all. I'm not saying it was like, oh, it was crap or whatever, but it was just not what I expected. And after that happened, he still continues to fall off the face of the earth. Now, throughout this year, I had cursed him out several times. But this time, I was on Bumble, accidentally swiped him on Bumble, trying to shake and go back, and you can't do that if you swipe right, but it made a match. And so I unmatched him immediately. But as soon as I matched him, he got the match. And he ended up texting me like a smiley face or a smirky face or something like that. And I was like, I did not mean to match with you. Don't get it twisted. And ended up cursing him out and basically telling him, like, you are a fucked up ass individual. You like to play games with me. And I've been nothing but nice to you. I don't understand why you cannot be straight up with me. You know what I want. You know I want a relationship. You know I've always wanted a relationship. So why do you keep coming into my life just to fall off the face of the earth? Why did you have sex with me just to not talk to me again? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. He was like, well, I called you. And that was always like his little excuse. Well, I called you. Like, no, you didn't call me. Because I feel like if you really wanted to make some type of effort, you would have really reached out. You know what I'm saying? You would have really, like, made some type of effort to be with me. And you didn't. And that's the thing. It's just like, it really sucks because the moral of the story is, I feel like you can think all day that somebody is for you, you can think all day that somebody is for you, and they're not. They're not. If they don't put in the effort, if they don't show you that, you know, let that dream go. Let that dream go of who you think that they are, who you want them to be. You know what I'm saying? You want them to be this great person. And in all actuality, if they have showed you no actions that they are a great person, they are not. You know, if they have showed you no actions that they want to be with you, that they care about you and your feeling, let that shit go. And that was what I needed to learn. I felt like I wasted so much time being infatuated with someone that couldn't give me the simple communication. How he was the first 2 months I met him was a completely different person from who he was at the end, and I could have never ever imagined us having sex and then you falling off of the face of earth again and you not making any type of attempt to really try to talk to me and all that stuff, and you knew how much I cared about you. So, moral of the story, niggas ain't shit. No, I'm kidding. No, like I said, I feel like I should have valued myself a little more. I should have valued, I really should have valued myself a little more and realized that this person was not the person for me. And still to this day, I still look at him like, oh my God, like, he's still so cute. He still has his shit together and all that shit. But I just need to go back in my mind. If I ever want to reach out to him on some drunken shit, like, sweetie, remember what he did. Remember how it went. Remember that he ain't really there for you like you there for him. And let that shit go. Period, poo. So, thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed my story time. Be sure to tune in to more story times. Going to be posting a little bit more content throughout the week. But thank you so much. Hope you took something from this story and realize your worth, ladies. These niggas are worth it. Period. Bye.